And we're back, y'all. Sorry we took like an unexpected week off, but we've all had lives to live. On my part, I was just off celebrating my birthday in Vegas. I turned 23, and side note, doesn't that sound like such a weird number? Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm just getting so old, because I know that 23 is not that old. I'm just saying that it sounds kind of like uncool. 21 is a good age because that's when you're legally able to drink, at least in the States. And then 22 is just like a nice even number, and then 23 is just like, I don't know. Anyways, if you didn't already know, I've still got Vegas on the brain. I went to a lot of shows and I saw all the sights, so I got lots to say on the whole thing. And I thought, where better to talk about it but on the Three Muses. And don't worry, another edition of Kelsey's Kicks is coming soon. I know I was saying I was going to do it at the end of every month. I mean, I know you guys were totally wondering about it. But don't you worry about a ting, baby. I got you. So, let's get on to the first topic. Now, if you're going to be in Vegas, of course they all say that you should see a show, right? I got a chance to see a Cirque du Soleil show called Zarkana. Everyone's always like, oh, you really had to see a Cirque du Soleil show. It's phenomenal. It's totally amazing. It's such an experience and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, I can agree that yes, the performers they look great, and yes, the acrobatics were amazing, but I wasn't really that wowed by it. Now, don't get me wrong, I love me some theater. However, Zarkana left me kind of feeling a little like, meh. I think the only parts that I really enjoyed were whenever the two clowns, Hocus and Pocus, appeared, and the whole sand painting act by the character Oracle. That was real cool. Also, when me and my friend were watching the show, we kept thinking like, what the hell kind of language is they speaking? Like maybe Italian, we thought, but I looked it up. It turns out that they're speaking the signature Cirque du Soleil language, which is called either Turkish or Circleish. It's supposed to be just like a combination of all sorts of languages. I guess going on the fact that they're very universal and multicultural, and it kind of sounds a little like gibberish. So, you learn something new every day. But I gotta say, even though I wasn't really into Zarkana, it doesn't mean that I'm like completely ruling out Cirque du Soleil. I just don't think I got a very good first experience. It wasn't a good first time. My cherry popped. It was just like whatever. Isn't that the way it always goes when you lose your virginity? Yes. I imagine there's a lot more to see. If maybe y'all can just leave me suggestions in the comments, or if either of the muses have seen any other show, Cirque du Soleil shows, y'all should let me know. Now, let's get on to the good stuff with the 60-second muse off. So, pop culture, that's Wednesday with Natalie. Well, the main reason I ended up going to Las Vegas in the first place was because Nine Inch Nails was doing their final tour, and they so happened to be stopping there on my birthday. So, thought it was like an opportunity of a lifetime, and I just couldn't pass it up. So I went on my birthday, and my verdict was that it was amazing. Trent Reznor was perfect, the band was perfect, even like the crowd was perfect, and I was right in the pit too. We actually ended up hanging out with a few people after the show too, which I thought that shit like only went down in like movies and music videos, and then you go back to their hotel and then you like, have the best sex ever with them. I mean, what? That totally didn't like happen to me or anything. But no, really, it didn't happen to me, because apparently nobody wants a piece of this ass anyway. But anyways, I have so much to say about the Nine Inch Nails concert. I know I can't contain it in 60 seconds, so we're just going to talk about the highlights. I actually took photos and video during the show, but I kept spazzing out and just getting all kinds of excited. So therefore, I didn't really get a good representation on film. So I'm not gonna... Anyway, I would say the highlight was when they came back for an encore, and the final song that they did was Hurt. It was one of those moments where you had to take out your lighter if you had one, because basically we were all singing along, and I think Trent actually got to him a little bit. There was one point where he stopped singing, and he just kind of watched, and he was smiling, and he was watching us kind of singing his song, like, wow, you really like me, kind of. I think actually that was the only footage I took that actually was the best, since I was jumping around the least then, even though I still did get a little tad excited. Let's just move on to another topic before I get emotional, and then you're gonna see me cry. And God, Trent, like, why you gotta move on with your life and like do other ventures and, you know, start a family and start making like Oscar-winning soundtracks? Why? Merp. So, onto current events. That's Friday with Megan. Now, you may be asking yourself, but Kelsey, how does Las Vegas apply to news and current events? Well, nothing too big has happened there lately. Well, if you just stick with me, okay? It's no surprise that Vegas can be a rather plastic, kind of artificial city. It's basically just like a haven for kitschy tourists. After about 4 days of staying there, you know, I got a little over it. You know, there's only so much partying, I guess, you can do. And ever since I finished college, it's not really my thing anymore. I was surprised to see, like, how friendly and down to earth everybody was there. I figured, like, the average native of Las Vegas would be very jaded and have a total distaste for tourists because they're always constantly coming through and I guess you could say wrecking their city in a sense, which I think is totally reasonable, like a totally reasonable like personality to have there. It was like really easy to chat with, just chat with people, and I don't think it was necessarily because everybody was trying to sell me anything. Like you could sell people that were just they just wanted to make a sale and they just really just wanted to talk to you and get to know you. I had one of the best conversations I've ever had with a lady working at a salon who was doing my nails. That doesn't always happen. Usually they're kind of just intruding on your life and asking, like, where do you work and who are you dating and you have boyfriends. But we ended up just talking about the state of America, yo. It was fucking great. Yeah, good on you, Las Vegans. That's what apparently the locals of Las Vegas are called. I mean, it says so on Wikipedia, man, so you got to believe it. So, well, I think that pretty much wraps everything up for what I wanted to discuss today. As usual, don't forget to watch Natalie on Wednesday and Megan on Friday. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do that to see more videos. And as always, I will see y'all cutie patooties next Monday. Well, bye. Oh, ow. Oh, wow, that was not a good idea. Pretend I just jumped out of the camera. Okay. Bye.